Pettiness is a disease, and I don't know if I have a cure for it. But I would like to express my disinterest in it to everybody who comes across this video, so please stick around. Why do I dislike pettiness? Well, I've been on online gaming spaces for about 14 years. And I have to say, this is the cesspool of pettiness. If you ever want to wonder why pettiness is a common trait in young adults, you need to look no further than the internet, because the internet is where this culture of being the pettiest man alive is cultivated. Now, why do I say this? Well, video games and people in my life. I have people who have grudges from MMOs from 5 years ago, who will mute somebody as soon as they come into the chat room. My friends, you have a sickness, and that sickness is being petty. I literally had to ask, did they do something terrible to you? Did they dox you? Did they do something like contact your girl for affairs? No, I just think this guy's vibe is off. I don't like it. Reminds me of Randall from Recess or something. He doesn't even snitch though, so it's like there's no action connected to why you hate this person. You are just being petty. Now, has there been some connections with this person in question in other places? Like, are the people around him the worst person or the worst common denominator in most situations? Probably. To be fair, this is a fair take. A lot of this stuff is really up to interpretation at that point. But the problem is, I don't care. It's getting extremely unnerving to watch these children, men, old people just can't bury the hatchet. I know we all need a Dinkelberg, we all need a villain of our story, but sometimes taking a few steps back can lead towards nirvana. Oh, there was another time where they started arguing about personal things that I just simply don't care about. Once a argument, when you have two friends or maybe two enemies, I don't know, frenemies, and they just start going back and forth with each other, and one of them says one thing that actually hits a chord with somebody, and you get in the middle of that stuff, and they think that relationship will ever be the same again because they put you in a bad spot. They must be delusional. A lot of these people are delusional. I've been noticing even the people in my own circle and people in the world I navigate with, because I do talk to people on a daily basis. They're getting a little delusional, guys. It's like, it doesn't matter what I do to you. It might be the drugs, guys. It might be the alcohol. It might be the women. It might be all the heartbreak. It might be the people in their lives. Who knows? I'm tired of making excuses for people. Stop being petty. You know, you might be one of the ones on the verge. Stop it. Get help. And if you can't afford help, at least hang in there until we can find some for you. I'm serious. I'm gonna give you a real tip here. All my petty people who's watching this video. The PlayStation Discord is not a place for you to get your therapy session off. It's just the wrong place to be. Do not be in these spaces, because there are people like me, people who will make fun of you for being absolutely trash to other people. They won't see it as a cry for help. People like me, we won't see it that way. We'll see it as a termite eating at their wood, a cockroach scurrying across the floor, ready to be smashed. People don't see it that way. And yeah, I'm one of the nicer ones, but there are some meaner ones out there, and let me tell you, it's pretty devastating to see a man's whole ego get crushed in 30 seconds, where they start yelling and carrying it on like they're 7 years old again. It's really sad. Sometimes I have to mute my mic just to laugh. But guys, I'm not a cruel person. I do feel for you guys. That's why I'm making this video right now. You can change. You can stop being petty. You can let some of this stuff go. Every time those people make fun of you, just leave and find some new friends. Now, I know a lot of you are going through this same situation in your day-to-day life. And let me tell you, that sucks. But if you can, I would switch jobs. If you can't switch jobs, and this may be some bad advice, because you're really in a tough spot, but you might have to stand up to that person, because they will just keep bullying you over and over again, relentlessly. You think people have an off switch? No, when we find someone to kick over and over again, we will keep kicking them. That doesn't make people a cruel creature. It makes them a animal, because that's what animals do. Once we find weakness, we exploit it over and over again. That's the problem with a lot of people. They want people to act outside of their nature. Why? You need to treat people like they are regular animals. Not saying lock them up and throw away the key like you want to own one. Guys, I hope we're past slavery. No, I'm talking about just when they say they want their money for something, you give them their money. You don't try to hold stuff over them. You don't try to get everything you want back in blood. Guys, getting things back in blood only leads to more blood being spilt. And once that blood is spilt, then more blood must be spilt in an endless cycle until both sides are decimated, or somebody brave enough goes, you know what, I don't care if they count me a coward. I don't care if they call me a person of no heart, the Tin Man. I'm gonna leave this terrible toxic situation and I'm going somewhere else, and hopefully I can find some peace. See, you're gonna hope literal Jesus Christ comes down before you stop your pettiness. You know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, the petty person. And yes, put your best petty story down below. And please, no names. I am not here to... This is not a sting operation. I do not want to know your real name, or don't use real names or your real situations. But I really want you to get this through. I am a gaming channel. I am a social commentary channel. I am a... Man, I am whatever you say this channel is, to be honest. The videos come because I'm fighting against negative traits. Not being a paragon of positivity, because I have these negative traits. But I'm fighting against them because, well, it seems like everybody on the internet just seems like it's a good place to vent here. No, just go somewhere else. Leave. Leave the internet. Bye. I want you guys off the internet. Why we have to leave? You know? Why the internet has to be toxic? Who decided that? Who decided that? That's what I really feel. So, if you're sitting here being petty to your fellow man, I would have to advise you to stop immediately and get some help. Because you might be the one on the receiving end of someone creeping back into your household, looking for that get back that they wanted. You might be on the other end of getting everything you wanted them to receive back onto you. You could be the one where they're getting everything back in blood. And if you're that, and Lord have mercy on your soul if that you're that person, because if you get into that situation, there will be no one to help you except the ones who you weren't petty to, the ones you actually helped, the ones who would want to go to your wedding, your funeral, anybody, anything positive for you. So I hope you have a lot of them. I hope you have a few of them. I hope you have one.